You know what? It is National Barbecue Month. That's what I heard. Yes, we've got celebrity historian Raffi Andonian joining us to talk about it is National Barbecue Month, which makes sense because you got Memorial Day coming up. Everybody's getting outside. We're grilling a bit more.
That's right.
And you brought a great spread. Hey, give us some history about barbecue. When did it become such a thing?
It starts with Christopher Columbus, believe it or not.
Really?
So when he came over, he actually landed in the Caribbean. He didn't land on the mainland when he first came. And in the Caribbean, he encountered indigenous peoples who were cooking with what we would call green wood, indirectly with moist wood, with indirect heat, with the indirect flame, which is what, there's the origins of Southern barbecue,
sure.
right?
And you think about barbecue. When I think about barbecue, I think about the Carolinas, obviously. I think about Memphis big time because that's kind of close to us, and also close to us is Kansas City. I think those
That's
are
right. So there's a great story of how we get to the Carolinas, to Kansas City and Memphis. So what happens is that you might think about pork as a primary thing as barbecue, right? Not quite in Texas, but as you kind of go down south, the reason for that is Southerners would eat about 5-to-1 pork to beef. Part of the reason for that is beef takes a lot of space and pasture. You can let pork run wild. Well, when you let pork run wild, it's tougher meat. So to get it soft, that indirect heat helps it, right? So think about what happens in the South as they start to expand toward the West. You're going to get different styles that are going to happen. Now, one of the things that comes out is in Texas, you do get the beef because they have the space there.
Absolutely.
And the reason that matters to us in Kansas City is because in Kansas City, you get a hybrid of the Memphis style, which Memphis is a port city on the river and is connected to the sugar economy. So you get that sweet barbecue sauce, right? It comes up the Mississippi River. So now in Kansas City, you get that hybrid. It was actually a Memphis guy that went up to Kansas City that introduced barbecue as we know it there. But you still have some of that Texas influence. So you'll get things like burnt ends there, which is a beef part with the Memphis style sweet barbecue sauce.
Bringing them together.
That's right. So Kansas City is has been called the Constantinople of barbecue.
And man, my mouth is watering thinking about it. I think we should dive into this. Do you have a favorite? I got to ask you, a favorite style of barbecue before we go?
Absolutely. I love ribs most of all.
Okay.
And if you ask my favorite style, it's actually going to be Kansas City style.
KC, I love it. Awesome.
Because I love that hybrid and bringing it all together. That's the best. You got the best of all the different worlds.
I love it. Raffi, thank you for bringing this spread. Thanks for filling us in on a little bit of history around barbecue. And you stick around. I'm going to eat on this. We got more happening later.